All right, so my last video about pornography, quitting pornography, it was a little bit everywhere. I have so much to say on the topic that it just kind of like all like got mixed up, and I left it. I left it like that because first of all, I don't have a lot of time for editing, so I'm not going to edit things a lot. And second of all, I felt like there were some good things in there, and if you want to listen to it and then take those good things, that's great. And some of it's, I think some of it's not polished, and some of it needs more thinking and whatnot. And you can take that stuff too and work on that yourself, think through it, and. So, but that being said, I feel like since making that video, I have made more progress in kind of the layout of what these videos should look like when we're talking about quitting pornography, and I think each video should have a topic about that, and then it should be maybe shorter. Last video was like 15 minutes or something, and it should be shorter and it should be more focused. And so I'm going to try that today. We're going to talk about an aspect of quitting pornography. And I love the analogy that I used last time. I know just saying you love your own analogies is kind of narcissistic, but I do. I like it. This idea of if there were a bunch of movies made about pornography, what would the similar plot lines be? What would the similar plot points be in that movie about quitting pornography? And I think last time we talked about confession or revelation, something that your habit being revealed. And today I think it's more subtle. It's a subtle thing, but there's a thing that happens when you quit pornography. And one of the things you'll learn about pornography is that a lot of times an addiction to pornography is not the key problem. It's not the root. Okay, so it's not really that you have a problem with pornography. Pornography is a problem. Man, say that 3 times fast. It's not that you have a problem with pornography. It's that you have a problem with something else, and pornography is the outlet or the medication that you're trying to use to medicate. And not only that, so when you start doing it, it's like you're taking a medication that has side effects, and so pornography brings all kinds of host of other problems where you bring this, cycle of self-hatred and shame and all this other stuff that comes in, and then just starts like really just running a number on you. So why am I talking about medication, self-medicating with pornography? Because it's important to know, so if the problem is not pornography itself and it's some other issue, some deeper issue, fixing the deeper issue or understanding or solving the deeper issue will be the thing that helps to release you from being addicted to pornography. Now, a couple things about that. Number one, pornography and any habit is a habit, okay? So even if you fix the deeper issue and you don't do things to dissolve the habit, there will be a problem. You'll still, by habit, do it. And so that's number one. Number two, fixing the issue is not an easy thing. Finding the issue is not an easy thing. For me, the issue was it's a self-worth issue. It's me feeling like I'm not worth anything. And how does that relate to pornography? Oh my gosh, it's like, that's weird, right? That there's a self-worth issue that is like ushering in these desires to move to pornography. We'll get into that some other day because that's not what today's about. Today's about the substitute habit, okay? The substitute medication. So what happens when you quit pornography, especially if that root cause or that root issue is not really completely solved, is you'll find that you're looking for other habits. You're looking for other things, and it's not like clear, like I'm clearly looking for other habits, but you're looking for, like, you might want to eat some extra food, or you might want to have some delicious cheeseburger. Now, a delicious cheeseburger, there's nothing wrong with that. It's delicious. There's no, let's not hate on cheeseburgers, but the thing is that when you go to that cheeseburger to solve a problem that's going on inside, you again teach yourself to medicate with something else. Whatever it is, maybe there's a pain that you're trying to medicate. Maybe there's some kind of feeling or whatever. It could be whatever. And so when you teach yourself that, it makes it easier to go back to pornography as a solution. Okay, so let's say you quit for a couple weeks, but then you just start binge eating or binge watching Netflix or binging on something. Okay, it's just a substitute. It's playing the role, and what that's evidence of is that there's that other thing. There's that root cause that's still in there and still needs medication. Okay, well, what it really needs is a cure, but your psyche, your body, everything is just telling you medicate. This hurts, this is uncomfortable, and what you have to do is, you won't find that root cause unless you let that discomfort land on you, unless you let that pain process. Okay, so if you find that when you quit pornography, you're reaching out for other stuff, alcohol, food, anything that can, Candy Crush, anything that could be addictive, then what you gotta do in that moment is you have to ask yourself, where's it coming from? You have to chase those little breadcrumbs and try to let it hit you. Try to let it process. Be sober, and accept life as it's happening. Don't try to escape, because, like I said, number one, it teaches you to go back to pornography, and number two, it never lets you find the root cause. Okay, and so it's uncomfortable. It's a bloody fight, because after you find it, it's like you're searching some cavern for a beast, and then when you find the beast, it's a beast. You have to fight the beast when you find it. And so you have something to look forward to, because then you can put your finger on it, but then you don't have something to look forward to because you have to fight it. You have to beat it. And that's the scary part, right? Because that no matter how much time you've gone without looking at pornography, if you don't kill the beast, it's going to come back. You're going to still medicate. You'll never be whole. And so that's the scary thing, because sometimes you wonder, can I kill the beast? If I find it, can I kill it? And you can. And I'm not here to sell you a positive, you can do it, because I can only say that by the grace of God, that beast was slayed, or heavily injured. Because sometimes I still see that beast do some death rattles, and so let's be honest, there's a process here, and it's important to be careful not to self-medicate and to kick the substitute habit. Don't, take that time to let the pain process, take the time to let the discomfort hit, take the time to to just let real life be real life, and don't escape from it. And that's my talk for today about one aspect of quitting pornography. And so if you have similar experiences or some other thoughts, you can leave that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you later. Bye.